Hey guys, and welcome back to Shadow Empire with me, Time and Tactics. Let's start by taking a look at our Empire dashboard. So we're doing pretty good on tech level, admin level. Actually, admin level we're doing very well on that. And that's a big plus actually, because that will increase our BP production. And you know we use BP for almost everything here. Supreme Command Council, Economic Council, Staff Council, our newest one. Military Research Council, and Model Design Council. How are we doing here? University is at 39% before we can start building those, if we so choose. Discovery is at 42 for the Economic Council. We have a Staff Council coming into play just now. That's going to be interesting because remember, we got the artillery. In order to produce formations that use artillery, we're going to have to get those OOBs discovered, are those formations, and then we have to operationalize them as well. But that will take a while, I think. I have to think about that with the artillery pieces. Military Research Council, doing discovery right now, but more importantly, we are spending the majority of our points, 90% of the 13, on the padded Envirosuit research. Once we do that, we can give an upgraded, well, actually, not just an upgraded armor, but we can give armor in the first place to infantry and to the machine gun units. That's going to be helpful. We're at 61% right now. And then the Model Design Council, we just discovered artillery. We could design a new model, but we're waiting for that padded Envirosuit before we do it. I don't think we can do anything else with that. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's take a quick glance at the urgent issues. 17 negative credits there, cash flow. Okay, I think it's still okay, because I think we have a card we can use to generate more money if we need to. Replacement, yeah, we don't have roads. I think that's the problem there. Low relation, but not that low. Still above 50. Bismarck has high danger. Yeah, we know about that. We're trying to push back the board to help that out as well. Now, as far as the demands are concerned, we had a demand here that we were supposed to get to 12 liters in 13 rounds. Well, we are almost there. We're at 10. I think we can get 2 more in 13 rounds. Seems reasonable, at least. Okay, I think that looks pretty good there. What else do we do? Well, let's see what we can do with our units here. We have moved everybody we can, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and go to the next turn and see what happens. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if they attack us here. So we got the arachnids in the south. Other aliens in the north, arachnids, and we have the other aliens in the south, and then some free folk in the west. So really 3 fronts we're trying to push on here. Well, at least 2, I think, west and north. Unknown regime, New Shire, Sobergrau, okay. Let's see what they do. Here we go, they're moving in. Maxocephaloids. No attack, okay. No losses, we didn't make any kills, 3 decisions. We discovered fuel deposits in Bismarck. I think that's the same one we discovered before, right? We're on the full-blown time of relative calm, so we're getting the most possible political points, that's good. And we gained state companies. Okay, that's one of the feats, I think. A couple of organizations here. A couple of stratagems. And that's it. Jamie here is saying we should get more leaders. Yeah, that's a good idea. We made a promise. We just talked about that. Okay. We have quite a few organizations right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Now, we found oil, right? In 7134. That's right here, isn't it? 7431. That's the one, yeah. No, this one here. Okay, 7134, I got those mixed up. So it's even more oil over here. That is excellent news. We have a lot of fuel if we get, let's say, light tanks. That would be very helpful. And what do we have going on here? Anything special? No, nothing special there. Recycling 1 is going. Bureaucratic office is going. Okay, good. All right, so there are units here, but nothing here that we know of anyway. Could be hiding. We have a forest here. Now, heavy forest. What do we have? We have automatic entrenchment of a 100, infantry and guns, Walkers also get a little bit of a bonus. But if we have motorized, I keep moving the mouse here, but if you have motorized or tanks, they're not going to be able to do much there or attack there. So we got to keep the 1st Independent Recon Battalion, our crossbillies, back a little bit. But you know what? We could attack here. What kind of terrain do we have here? This would be plains grassy. It'd be a good idea to attack with them here, I think. Okay. So that's worthwhile. What do we have in the south? They're coming around the flank here. That concerns me a little bit. We don't know how many. We only have 38 recon. We have 45 here. The Doxy Squids, they're not the best, but they're decent at attacking. Absorption 2 does what? Hits on critter often do not register if unmodified attack value is not higher than unmodified hit points. Okay. So the unmodified value needs to be higher. But we're not going to attack them anyway. Now, we have one unit back here. They were pushed back, the last round or the round before last, and they are just now at 70%. We have one unit here. I'm concerned about this now. If they come in through here, we don't want that. So maybe what we want to do is take the infantry here, move it back over here, and then also pull back one of our units that we have over here. Possibly. We could take this one, because that's more of a defensive unit than the machine guns. If you remember, 85 in defensive, and here we're going to be attacking, I think. Let's see what kind of movement we get for them. Yep, they can get there. Their readiness will go down, I think, a little bit. They have 98 right now, but not too bad. There. 80. Okay, that's good. If we select this one now and move it over here. So now we have 2 units. I think that's going to be fine. Recon is 46. Yellow crawlers here. They're mostly attacking, so it's good to have the 2 defensive units all sitting here at the edge of the farmland outside of Bismarck. I think that's good. Even if they take this, we want to hold that farmland. Do we need to push back here? I'm not sure now. If they're coming up this direction, we might be cut off. You don't want to be cut off for as far as logistics are concerned. And that's going to be from the road. The further we go, the less logistics we get. But you know what? I'm looking at this line, this forest here. There's a forest here. Heavy forest there. What's the difference there? So automatic entrenchment 50, max 150. Motorized negative 50 attack, negative 25 defend. And heavy forest, yeah, increased values there. So even better. If we put our units here, it would be great. We have some radiation here, but it's only at 55. And I think it needs to be less than 200 for us to avoid taking any kind of damage. But that's probably okay. And we had this area right here too. Remember that asset? The Grey Line Legion? They can, that mercenaries up there on that hilltop. Recruits will be increased in that case. Right now we're at 2,000, making 500. Now, do I want to attack them? Well, we have our big machine gun unit here. We can't leave them too much. I think we need to see if we can take care of them. It might be good to eventually place the machine gun up here in the forest. They can hold that for quite a while and leave these 2 roaming. But let's see if we can surround this unit a little bit here now. We'll move this one into this terrain here. And let's see how they are doing now. The Free Folk Marauders, 9 units it says here. We only have 46. 46 in recon. Remember, we pushed them back though, so I don't think they're in great shape even now. 28 in defense against soft targets. And we are soft targets here, mainly for this unit here, obviously, all soft. Here we have more of a mix. But if I move them up here, down there, now do I need to do that? I don't need to. Instead, what we can do, we can take this unit, move it up here. Now, let's say we attack. Let's give that a shot, or just see what we get. 2.2 odds, supposedly. We're based on the recon that we have, 62. If we take this one as well, 4.2, 10. And there's no negative modifier. Oh, there's a little bit of a negative modifier for max attack, but not too bad. What do you think? Is this reasonable to expect this to be true? I think it is. If we attack now, we can't actually move and chase them down. They're going to be retreating. Oh, look at here. This one, by the way. Kersey here is what? 50,000. That's a very good one to take, but I'm getting distracted. I say we attack this one here, push it back a little bit, hopefully, and then we're leaving in one gap here. Maybe we can bring a unit down afterwards. Okay. That's 1, 2, and 3. 10 to 1. What do they get? Cumulative modifier of negative 66. Supposedly. A little bit worried about it, but let's go. Oh, okay, we did take him out actually. One dead and the other actually capitulated. If we take a look at the textual, we can see what we had at the beginning and all that stuff. Going down here, readiness 87, dropped down to 76. That's acceptable. Experience the same. Morale high. So really high. I mean, I guess the experience, we didn't gain much from defeating them. They're completely eliminated now. So that was the units there. I guess they came from that one settlement that we took over before. So if we go over to detail, we can go check that out here. Again, you can go in here and take a look at all the units, including the Free Folk Marauders. So a third dependent retreating here. Retreat, yep. A rifle militia made them retreat. But if you look at the other units here, what do we get? Oh, this one died. Okay. Kill. So it was killed by an unknown enemy there. But we did damage here, I believe. Broken through there. Okay, good. So we can just look at and see what we get when we attacked. It's attacked by counterattacked. We counterattacked. You can see the numbers we have here. Counterattack gives you a negative 50% modifier. So even though you get a chance to counterattack, it's not nearly as good. And our readiness was not full, so we got a modifier there. But then we gained concentric offsetting the counterattack negative modifier pretty well there. And then we attacked here. And now that's different then. Our numbers are much better. 31 against 65, and we're able to pin them. Anyway, there's a lot of information, obviously, but it looks pretty good there. So that's fine. Oh, this one can actually move. He still has a few points left. Should we go over here? We could do it. We only have 7 units. What do we say about them? 2nd Bismarck Mobile Battalion. We have right now 86 readiness. That's not too bad. That's not going to be really any entrenchment to speak of here in the grassy plains. You have to wait to get to that 75. But I'm tempted to do it. That way we don't have them come into this location, without a fight. We'll do that. Move them down. These two are stuck here, but I might move back. What do we have here? Low Mountains Forest. Wait a minute. That is pretty darn good. Look at that for infantry. That's a perfect location for our regimental-sized machine gun unit there. We're going to stay put here, I think. We have 2 units there, 2 units here, and 1 unit here. I think that's going to be fine. All right. Now, looking to the north, let's see what we can do against those. Well, we can't see them, but there are arachnids up here. We're going to probably move up here with the buggy. Let's do that first. That's our terrain. We know there's nobody here, at least. Yep, there we go. There are the arachnids. Now we have eyes on them. 46. These are slightly different looking, it looks like, but no, same stats, don't they? 50 there. So if they're defending against our hard targets, being the buggy, then they have 25. What did this one here have? 25 as well. Yep. So in our attack for them is what? The crossbilly does against hard targets, 22. So they're actually pretty tough, unless they've taken a hit before. But it's only 2 units there. You can see the number 3 shows that they're pretty weak. We have a unit here. Let's sit here. Let's move into our forest, I think. We'll move up here. Should we move up to Chile? Maybe we'll move up there. But before, yeah, let's do that. We'll go up this way. This way specifically, because as we pass by, we'll increase our recon value. Yep, there's still just the 2 units. And then we'll take one of them, and we'll take this one, obviously. Up to Chile. And you can see here it changes to yellow. That means our supply is stretched from this road here. We don't quite make it up there, but we don't need to, I don't think. If you can hold a forest, that would be plenty. Now let's move up this unit here. Do we? We have 2 units here. Yeah, that's fine. 500 rifle, and then another 600 rifle and 200 machine gun units. They can hold it here, I think. This unit move up here. We've taken that, and noticed we don't hold this one. I was expecting this one to turn to our side. That means there might be somebody here. Let's be careful about that. We are in the forest already. We don't need to move this unit. If we can get another unit up here, maybe. There's nobody here. We know that. But I can't move them in here. It takes, you can see down here, 40 AP to get in there, and they only have 37. So what about this one then? We could go up to the open terrain, but I don't really like that. We'll just leave the buggy here. If they attack the buggy, I have to be careful because this unit is a little bit exposed as far as if they cut the lines here, we are probably getting our supply through here instead of through the forest. So I could move this unit up here and defend, but there's not going to be any entrenchment there. Although, do we need that? Maybe not. Okay, we'll move them anyway. Let's move them in here first. Let's look here now. We are at 53 still. Okay. And then we'll move this one up here then. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, that we'll have to do there. Now, what do we have as far as decisions? Should have looked at that first, I think. But probably still okay. National budget allocation. And remember, be careful about changing it. Anybody who loses budget are going to be a little bit irritated. So is this okay? Maybe it is. We're doing 25% here. Economic Council. What do we actually need at this point? Well, I want to get the breakthrough for the padded Envirosuit, I think, so we can get that armor. And that would be a military research, right? And if we don't know, we can just go to the screen here. We can go down. Military research, padded Envirosuit, 83%. Do we need to really give them more? I don't think we do. Although discovery, we do want that to start going up. And that's going to mean we're going to have to take, if we want to increase it, we have to take the points from somewhere. Economic Council, what do they do for us right now? Discovery, university, prospecting. You can see the effects of that by getting all the fuel, but I don't think we need as much there for the economic. Let's bring that down a little bit. Yeah, let's bring that down. We'll make sure that we set military research. We do want to increase that, don't we, because of discovery, so that we want that to go up. Model design, we can leave that for now, can't we? Or is that important to get as well? Yes, it's important to get, because once we have the Envirosuit, we want to build them. So let's leave them here off, and we'll Staff Council and Supreme Council, leave them the same. Actually, we'll put it here. We'll mark that first, and we'll go up here a little bit. So down to 20. Mark that there. And then we'll go with this one up to, 22, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. There. How about that? Let's set it at that. I don't know if that's good or not, but we'll see. So military research, padded Envirosuit, right? And then model design, take advantage of that. And I don't want to switch this around later, so just do confirm. Caprice Cryorock, negative 22 relation. See what happened there? Not great. She's at 56 now. That might have been a mistake. Because remember, they get that bonus when they roll the die. However, what is her relation here? Normally, natural relation is 80. She'll go up anyway. I think we can live with it. Our Director of Economic Council. Okay, Economic Council task priorities. Do we want to change this? I don't think we do. Or wait a minute. If you look here again, we're doing 8, 13, the most on research. We're researching university now. Prospecting, and then economic policies. Prospecting is a good one too. We may want to bump that up just a little bit. So what if we bring, it's 25% now. What if we bring it up to 30? There, let's just leave it at that. All right, and then we have Xandrom demands resolution of relations. Xandrom is upset about the continued unclear relations between us. Lord of Xandrom demands that we show our colors. Either we become enemies or we become friends. Oh, an ultimatum here. What do we choose? Friends means that we get mind, +7, or fist, +6 if we say enemies. And it looks like our one faction here is the Steel Front. They want us to do Fist. Now, we can check here. Fist is not dominant over Heart, which means we don't mind too much if that goes up. Mind is dominant, which means that if these two numbers together are over 100, they're going to come down, and more is going to come down for here. But if we have 7 here, that's going to be 40. That's not going to be a total of 100. Still be okay. So we'll be friends, I guess. I'm thinking we should be friends. Lord of Zandrom prefers this. Let's look and see where we have Zandrom right now. Is that it? That's the whole, this one here. Okay, yep, so he's already hit. This is the one where we know the most of. Yeah, that's him. I'd say, friends, let's do that. I don't know if the border is going to be solidified in that case, but even if it is, well, if it is, I guess we'll lose the potential to take this one, but not this one here. Let's go ahead and accept that. We'll be friends. 20 points up. Profile, mind +7. 40 now. That's fine. So now we solidify the border. We cannot get in here. That's in their territory. Peace. Okay, good. That's actually fine. That's Sopelion we're at war with. And war here as well. So 2 wars, but that is actually good for us, I think. We don't have to worry about this area at all now. So we can bring these units down here, and we'll consolidate here. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I'm telling myself that because I just did it. But we do have a natural border here we can defend if there is a war later on. Okay, yeah, we'll go with that. So that's that. What else do we need to do? Let's drop back in here and see if there was anything else. Demand overview, we know about that. 12 rounds left there. Treasury, we're paying 11 to our soldiers. We are losing 17, down to 110. But don't forget, we can pay. We can trade here and get some money potentially. We have 3 fate points. Did we get a stratagem here? I think we did. Open contact. That means we can propose a deal. I don't think we need that. Miners, protection. Although we could, that's majors. Yeah, we don't need to do that because we don't have a major around us right now. Protection. Okay, anyway. Offer protection for a miner. Or we have 2 of them, and then we can propose peace. We could do that. Has to be a minor regime. Let's say we were to find out if we could do it. I don't know. Here, target is valid. We could do it with them. Now, normally it would be, it's our Supreme Command Council doing it. He has to roll, see, you can't do it. I think we did this one before. Difficulty is 1,000 when it's a territory, I think. They're not really well organized there. So, and it's, in our case, we know some of them are arachnids, right? So it's not possible to do. Covert ops, we can send a spy in. Do we need to? I don't think we need to do that. We know what we have to deal with the spiders in the north, or the arachnids. We can increase our attacks. If we need to, we'll do that. Recruit Junior, recruit Merc. That's also a possibility to do that. Let's say we get another formation, potentially getting a leader for that. HQ. Here's a new one. Field training. Experience growth. No. That we had that one before. But hold the line is new, right? Infantry forces get +50 on defense and -60 on attack. Did we have that before? I don't think so. We treated 80% losses. That's a posture stratagem. So that's excellent. So now that we have that, Blake Ursus can do that. So we can play that on a HQ unit if we want to. So if we want to be more defensive, there's a big army out there. Yeah, that'd be helpful. But I don't think I need to do it just yet. And these we've seen before. Militant Propagandist. This fellow's a common thug, but he knows how to preach hate against the enemy. Give selected unit the special support unit feat. Maybe he is then modifying... Yeah, I don't know, they increase in their morale or something? Maybe. Anyway, we did also get a feat. So if we go into management and look at this one here, State companies, I think it was, we got, right? Okay, that's part of government. That makes sense. That's what we're going for. Benefits, public industrial bonus, plus 40. We don't have any factory right now, do we? It's all a tax. Unlock stratagem, draft workers. Unlock stratagem, attract free folk. So we might get these. You need the organization economic council, which we do have. A campaign to sell a great life in our cities will convince those free folk to come. Always good to do that if we can get those cards. We haven't seen them yet, but they might show up. Okay, that's good. And what are we looking at here time-wise? Let's say we go for the next turn. If we can take this one here, I'm curious about this one too. What else? What am I missing here? There's so much in this game. Obviously, it's one of those games where you can sink a lot of time into just analyzing everything, right? Yep. No construction right now. Are we building anything? Let me just look real quick here. We have 119 in industrial points. Should we build a road? I'm wondering if we should, because we may want to link this up a little bit. Go up here maybe to this OHQ. We'll do that. Press R for road. Dirt road we'll have to do. We'll set it here and then there. And that's green still. Now I'm not going to pull it any further north because we may want to go across here. We'll see. You can see how the road goes here. Okay, I think that will do it. We own this one here. You know what? If I do another road, let's see. How much is that going to cost me? 24. I'm just looking down here. 24 and 24. No, I'll wait. We might need it for later. Let's go to the next turn. All right, let's see what happens here when it's their turn, the arachnids. Or down south. I'm also worried about them a little bit. New Shire is moving. Okay. And as the turns take longer, I'll go ahead and skip it. But for now, let's just watch this one more time. Oh, they're moving up there. There was a unit there, wasn't there? They attacked us. We stood firm. No loss there. We killed 600 infantry. 62 reports. Let's go ahead and check this out. Elections have been held, and Steel Front, old majority, won the elections with 50% of the vote. Did they really? Let's take a look at this, because I was pretty sure that our new one would win. Relative calm. Gained bureaucracy. Okay, that's a feat. Wubbo, our director of military research, says research complete. Padded Envirosuit. And we got defense. And what else? Infantry forces get plus 40% of defense. Yep, I think we've seen this one before, right? Is this a second one of that one? Recruit a junior leader, young but relatively unskilled. And then a military propagandist. That's the second time I got that. All right, producing ammo. Oh, Owen here is saying our commander, we have low ammo. We do have low ammo, 113. But we should get more of that. Okay, what else do we do? Well, let's take a look at the. We'll take a look at the profile here, and we got the bureaucracy now. What does that do for us? We have this regime feat. We will get bureaucratic points 40%, which is great. That is very good news. Okay, so if we go back into the report, we should be making a lot more now in BP here. So we did get the padded Envirosuit. And we're going to be switching over now here to be doing military research again, 35 points. But for the Model Design Council, we can now go ahead and take advantage of that. We can call Jamie and say we want to do, no, not Jamie. We can call, let's go to our, organizations, is what I'm trying to say, and go to the Model Design Council. And we can call here prior or model design. So we can actually do that right now. Let's go ahead and do that and make sure we get that done so I don't forget. So now we got a decision here. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? We want to set up a new unit. Here's our artillery, by the way. But what I want to do, I think, is to go into our models and then take a look at either the machine gun or the infantry and upgrade them. Because if you look at the design, it is pretty good for both of them here. And we do have quite a bit of field testing done. If we do this one, remember, this is not for the militia, it's only for our own units. Either one would be helpful. But I'm tempted to do it for the... Well, I don't know. Let's take a look at that next time. And if you have a suggestion, put it down below. And we'll play more of Shadow Empire, I guess.